Gengo. And it's really a renewal of friendship, strengthening of bonds between our two countries, and also to open channels of communication between the two of us, because we are going to be dealing with each other quite a lot. We're going to be dealing with issues that have to do with the economy, security, trade, and so therefore it's important that we immediately renew those bonds, open channels of communication. So it's a real wonderful occasion to renew friendship as well, and to strengthen our friendship.
Now, President Ramaphosa, you touched on the economy. In Namibia, about 60 or 70% of its imports are from South Africa. That's why probably President Gengo referred to as a little big brother, to put it that way. So, and during your State of the Nation address, you outlined quite a lot of programs aimed, especially the youth, seeing that the demographic of SADC majority are youth. So is this the radical economic transformation that's taking shape? Obviously, it will have an impact on the Namibian economy.
Yes, we are on a journey of renewal in South Africa. We're renewing ourselves as a nation. There's a new hope that is spreading around in our country right now, and we're now in a new dawn, and this new dawn means that we've got to look at everything that can boost our fortunes as a country. Economically, we want to inject more growth, so we're embarking on an economic recovery path because our economy has been in the doldrums. We want to inject growth in our economy, and in doing so, we've got to look at those transformational pillars that can be utilized to grow and recover our economy. And clearly, the most important one for us is the creation of jobs. We've got almost 9 million South Africans without jobs right now. So we want to open our economy to investment. So we basically saying South Africa is open for investment. We want to embark on reforms, particularly in our state-owned enterprises. State-owned enterprises account for almost 30% of our economy. So we need to reorganize and re-engineer our state-owned enterprises. But we want to focus on the transformation of the economy, which is part of the radical economic transformation project that we've got. And that radical economic transformation has got to be inclusive. It's got to include our people as a whole. It must not be a radical economic transformation that only benefits a few individuals or groups of people or families. It must be all-encompassing. It must be massified so that many and all our people should benefit from the economic projects that we will embark upon. And we will be focusing especially on how we can empower women in our country, how we can open pathways for the youth to get jobs, to get skills, and to be able to get into professions, businesses that can be of benefit to them. But we're also going to be looking at how we can assist small and medium enterprises, because we see them as being the biggest job creators. So we want to empower them, we want to assist them to grow, but at the same time we're also going to be looking at the question of the land.
Yes, I was coming to that, President Ramaphosa, seeing that it's very central to economic growth, but at the same time it's something that Namibia, if I can take its example, that it's being faced with much of productive land being owned by the minority, government now instituting corrective measures, something that your administration is now also embarking. 2 days ago, your parliament voted in favor of the motion to expropriate without compensation. Care to share more on that?
Yes, I mean, the motion that was passed in our parliament really had its genesis at the 54th ANC conference, where the delegates at our conference, representing almost 4,000 branches of the ANC across the length and the breadth of the country, felt that this is now the time, the hour and the moment to address the land question, because a great part of the land in our country is still owned by a minority, and where people felt that we now need to speed up the land reform process. So the resolution that was taken was that, yes, we must reform, we must bring about reforms around land and be able to expropriate land without compensation, but making sure that as we do so, we ensure that the economy is not negatively impacted. That's point number one.
How do you intend on going about it?
Point number two, we must ensure that there is a boost of agricultural production and that we ensure that there's food security. Now, how do we do that? We approaching this by looking at the land, addressing the land issue in a positive way. We should look at it positively rather than negatively. And we should take away the panic and the fear that is being instilled in the hearts of a number of people in our country, and say to them, we are going to handle this issue very responsibly. We are going to make sure that as we ensure that our people get land, access to land, we do it in a way that we see it as part of the economic growth path of our economy. It should never lead to the negative growth in our economy, because if it leads to negative growth, then we are not addressing it properly.
So it is all to prevent it from repeating itself. Well, President Ramaphosa, I could keep you here for hours, and thank you very much for granting us the interview. Thank you so much.
You're most welcome. Thank you very much.
That was South African President Cyril Ramaphosa, as he is on a working visit or courtesy visit to Namibia, consulting on SADC matters, as well as also bilateral issues between the two countries. From us here at State House, back to the studio.